This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 17. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
Con. So those who have the mark or the number of his name may not buy, sell, or trade. All right?
All right, this is the book of Malachi, chapter 1, verse 4. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever.
Con. So Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has indignation forever against Esau, Edom. All right? Against you, you devils. That's why you going in the pit. That's why you going in the pit.
This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 18. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666.
All right? Which goes back to sci-fi stigma. All right? That devil wants to make everybody have a vaccine, and with that vaccine, once again, is going to lead you to the RFID chip, so your body can accept it. All right, those that the vaccine doesn't take out, so your body can accept it. All right, and to change and alter that your to be safe, your B and A, your B and A. Get what I'm saying? B and A. All right, but there was a D. B and A. All right.
And they're doing everything to try to, try to push this vaccine on you. They trying to make it seem like they taking it themselves. I just seen this video on Instagram where they had a doctor in there. He was taking the vaccine. They put the syringe in him, but if you zoom in on the video, the syringe is empty. The syringe is straight empty.
Oh, they
on
put
TV too.
Oh, they put a placebo. That placebo in there. All right, give them some saline. All right, but they want to give it to who first? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
Because we're most prone to it.
Yeah, you're most prone. When has Jake ever got anything first that was good for them? All right, they gave you smallpox first. Was it good for you? They said, here's a blanket, cover up.
Smallpox, SARS.
Tuskegee experiment.
With Eunice Rivers, who was passing out those injections to all those Negro men that had HIV, that were giving them HIV shots.
Gone. Give you all this stuff. All right? They say it's for your benefit. You go first. All right? And if they do put themselves first, it's a different dose. It's a different dose of something different. They ain't gonna give you the same thing, Jake. If that was the case, if you could have the same thing, you would live in the same neighborhoods. You would make the same amount of pay as that Edomite man. Your daughter would get treated with the same amount of respect as that Edomite woman. But they don't give a care about you. All right? Continue.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 18, verse 1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen.
It's fallen! Babylon is fallen! Slakia.
Is fallen and is become the habitation of devils.
Is this not Babylon? Is this not a habitation of devils? Is it not all right for a woman to marry a woman, a man to marry a man, to marry a freaking dog, to sleep with a pig? All right? And it's the law. It's in the decrees of law to teach homosexuality to your children at school. And if your baby says something against it, they kick your child out. It's an abomination. And your son or daughter should say that. Continue.
And the hold of every foul spirit.
Every foul spirit, not some, everyone. You damn devils.
And a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
All you devils and all you other heathen nations wax rich off the children of Israel, and off the abundance of this terrible, foul kingdom. Salakia, queendom. All right? You make merchant off of it. All right? Salakia, I gotta get back to Salakia.
Just want to get verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins.
Talking to you Israelites. Come out of her, my people. All right? The ones that belong to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Seminole Indians, Haitians, Guatemalans, Puerto Ricans, Panamanians. All right? Mexicans.
And that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the power hath remembered her iniquities.
So, Salakia, if I was yelling a little too loud at the camera, I apologize. But come out of Egypt, all right? This place is spiritually Egypt, Sodom, and Gomorrah, all right?
The valley of the dry bones.
This is a wicked place, and it is defiled with all manners of unclean things and unclean beasts. All right, read 18 and Revelations 18 and read verse 2 again, verse 2 and 3.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 18, verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit.
A habitation of devils, and the habitation of devils and every foul spirit. All right? This place is wicked. It is wicked.
And a cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
A cage of every hateful and unclean bird. All right? Unclean. That means it's a cage of bats and vultures. All right? Remember where COVID came from. COVID.
Verse 3, For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
Through the abundance of her delicacies. All right? From ruining the children of Israel, so on and so forth, and through the wickedness, they make money, so they're okay with it. All right? These kings who set themselves, ultimately Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai set them up, but who set themselves up to be above, to go above and beyond in these lands. All right? Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai allowed them to get in the position they were. Why? So his word could be fulfilled. Okay?
Verse 4, And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
So Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is talking to you Israelites. All right? Once again, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, West Seminole Indians, Puerto Ricans, Guatemalans, Haitians, Panamanians, Mexicans, Uruguay. All right? He's talking to you. He said, come out of there, my people. All right? Stop doing what you're doing. Stop eating the abominable foods. Stop committing the abominable acts. Stop praying to Caesar Borgia, who the world calls Jesus Christ. All right? Stop worshiping these false idols. Buddha, all right? Stop calling on the wrong name, all right? His name is not Jehovah. His name is not Yahushua. His name is not Krishna. His name is not Kalima, all right? His name is Yahweh. His son's name is Yahweh Shai, all right? Yahweh Ra, Yahweh Shai. Continue, or is that it?
Verse 5, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh hath remembered her iniquities.
Salakia. Go ahead. Read that again, Ak.
This is Revelation chapter 18, verse 5. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the power hath remembered her iniquities.
Go ahead and break that down, Ak. Salakia.
What it means is that America, aka Babylon, her sins have reached the heavens, which means Yahweh have remembered everything that Babylon has done to his chosen people, the apple of his eye. And now he's ready to turn all those iniquities right back onto them.
Khan. Salakia.
And verse 6 says, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled, fill to her double.
Khan. Fill to her double. All right? You fill to her double what she has rewarded you. So what did so-called America, spiritually Babylon, Egypt, Sodom and Gomorrah, what did she give unto you? She gave you whoredoms. She gave you disease. She gave you poverty. All right? She gave you the want of all things. All right? You Israelites. She gave you trouble. She gave you torment. All right? So Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to give unto her double. All right? Salakia. He's going to allow that to happen.
Okay, this is the book of Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed.
Khan. So unrighteous decrees. What are those unrighteous decrees again? All right? You can sleep with the dog. All right? It is all right. It is all right for the same-sex marriage. All right? All these unrighteous decrees that they set forth. It's all right to do all these unlawful and unjust things. All right? Got something else on that? Or that's it?
Next verse of it.
I thought you had something else, Lakia.
And it says, this is Isaiah 10 and 2. To turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people.
Khan. Well, you took away the right from the poor of Yahweh Shem Yahushai's people. You took away our rights. All right? You took away our rights to really worship Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right? As he commanded us. Such as Pharaoh did in Egypt. All right?
That widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless.
Khan. And you rob the fatherless. And widows are your prey. All right? Because a woman without protection can be considered a widow. All right? Especially if her husband is dead. And we're spiritually dead. So therefore, Salakia, we were spiritually dead. Therefore, all our women were widows. Because we were spiritually dead. All right? You got anything else, Doc?
Verse 3. And what will ye do in the day of visitation, and in the desolation which shall come from far?
Well, what will you do? What will you do? Not a damn thing. But receive that judgment from Yahweh Shem Yahushai. From thermonuclear fire. that's what you'll do. You'll understand then that you are the nation that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, that the Most High Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai and the Son have indignation for forever. All right?
To whom will ye flee for help?
Nobody.
And where will ye leave your glory?
Your glory will return unto you. Now, what is this glory of yours? The glory is the sword, your sword. So that sword's going to come back to you. Your glory was pursuing the blood. That blood is going to return unto you. All right?
Got the book of Revelations, chapter 16, verse 1. And I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the 7 angels, go your ways and pour out the vials of the wrath of Yahweh upon the earth. And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image.
Con. So those that worship the image received a grievous sore, all right? Received a grievous sore and were tormented, all right? So those are the things that if you take the mark of the beast, the RFID chip, the Neuralink chip, you know, get an implant in your brain or whatever, whatnot, that's what you that's what you have to look forward to. All right?
You got that judgment, that righteous judgment.
That righteous judgment. Matter of fact, can somebody pull Revelation 18, read 17 through 19?
I got you.
And then the other one, read
14.
17 through 19.
Yeah, man, 14 and 9.
And then,
14 and 9.
Con.
You said what chapter?
Revelation
Chapter
18, verse 17, 19. 17 through 19.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 17. For in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company in ships and sailors and as many as trade by sea stood afar off and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning,
Woo-hoo! Woo-hoo!
saying, what city is like unto this great city? And they cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, alas, alas, the great city wherein were made rich all that had ships in the sea by reason of her costliness. For in 1 hour is she made desolate.
This place is made desolate.
1 hour.
In 1 hour. Call all Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai B'Shem Rakakadash. All right? In 1 hour, this place will be laid desolate. Salakia. That was verse, you read 19?
Yes, that was verse 19.
Con. And you had another one? Con. Matter of fact, pull Revelation. Pull Revelation chapter 19 and pull verse 19.
Book of Revelations, chapter 19, verse 19. And I saw the beast and the kings of the earth and their armies gathered together to make war against him that sat on the horse and against his army. The beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, which he deceived them that they that had received the mark of the beast and them that worshipped his image. These both were cast alive into the lake of fire burning with brimstone.
Thermonuclear fire. All right? That fire is coming for you, and those who accept the mark of the beast. All right? That fire is coming for you. All right? Read 21 and 3, and we'll go ahead and close out.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 21, verse 3. Or 21, 1 to 3? Or
Con, you can read
or
1 through
start
3.
at 3? No, let me start at 3.
No, start at 1. Start at 1.
Alright, chapter 21, verse 1. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from Yahweh out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacles of Yahweh is with men, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people. And Yahweh himself shall be with them, and be their power. And Yahweh shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow, nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. And he that sat upon the throne said, Behold, I make all things new. And he said unto me, Write, for these words are true and faithful.
Con. All right? So with that, Lord willing, this was an edifying camp. We want to give all honor and glory, praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, to the Akim out there teaching 144% truth, to the men, women, and children listening and learning, to the Bayashadabadad, the house of David, and till the next time, this is Menofvalor, Las Vegas camp. Shalom, a wall, ball, ball.
Shalom,
Ball.
Above.